आसाम में जो फोर्सफुल कन्विक्शन एविक्शन हुआ है बाय द दारंग बाय द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ आसाम एट दारंग डिस्ट्रिक्ट इज़ हाईली कंडेमेबल। इस तरह से एक मास एविक्शन होना लोगों को हु आर ऑलरेडी द वंस हु हैव बीन डिस्प्लेस्ड, दे वर द पीपल हु वर द विक्टिम्स ऑफ द ब्रह्मपुत्र which is the annual floods that happen in Brahmaputra, because of which thousands of people have were already been displaced. These displaced people are being subjugated to this kind of eviction is very inhuman. And not just that, it is also a thing that during the time of pandemic, when most of those orders which are there relating to evictions and disposition or displacement or demolition should be put in abeyance. But the government of Assam is very insensitive towards the feelings of to the necessities of the people, and is displacing them, and during such a time is again a violation of the Article 21 of the Constitution. Mr. Subramani, what do you think about all this?
No, the eviction is being taken up, saying that they are all illegal encroachers of the government land. It is not so. They are all the ancient people, and even before the independence, people have settled there. And at the time of Pakistan war and also this partition of Bangladesh, lakhs and lakhs of people have come and settled in the northeastern states. Especially majority of the people have settled in Assam. And these people who are speaking Bangla, especially the Muslims who are settled there, they have bought the lands from the individuals and settled there, and they have developed that barren lands into agricultural lands and started producing the agricultural crops. But the local people, after seeing this, they got annoyed, and they said these people outsiders, they have come and settled and they started earning it. Then they said they wanted to evacuate all these people. Now this eviction has taken place just a week before. Is the aftermath of the promises they have made in the election manifesto in the Assam Assembly election. The BJP has made a promise that we will evacuate all the illegal encroachers, especially the Bangla speaking Muslims from Assam. So that they started implementing it now. Already from the June onwards, there are 350 families have been evacuated, and now recently, just a week before, thousands of police have gathered there, and they started evacuating forcibly they are sending them out. They are not the illegal encroachers. Actually, they are all the ancient people who are living there since 1970. So they have been provided with all the government records. They have got Aadhaar card, they have got voter ID, and any other whatever the facilities that the government they will provide, they have been already given. But after that, how the government says that they are all illegal encroachers, we don't know. After getting their votes for winning the elections, and now they are saying that they are encroachers. That we cannot accept, and it is highly condemnable. And some more thing is that the police is also acting as per the guidance of the government. They don't do any justice for their job. And the harmless people, one single person has been surrounded by some 10 and 15 policemen, and he was shot dead. Then in the name of a photographer, it was said that he is an RSS member, and he is jumping over the dead body, and he is stomping on the body. That is all highly condemnable. Now that person was arrested, the police says, but we don't know the background of that person. The government should reveal that. Who is that person? It is not a new thing. It is happening in. It has happened in the farmers' protest also. In the farmers' protest also, some miscreants intruded in that farmers' protest, and they said that they were started attacking the police. So we are to defend them, we are attacking that. So that for the defense, for the one person, 10-15 policemen are shooting them with guns and all, we can't accept it. So it is the narrative of the government. This is the BJP government. They wanted to make it as a Hindu state, and they wanted to polarize the people for the political gains. So that is what we can understand.
Name of illegal migrants, what they have is their agenda of ethnic cleansing of the Muslim Bengalis who were settled there. Not just that, after there was such a hue and cry after the dead body was mutilated, or it was seen how it was disgraded by this so-called journalist. There was a outcry throughout the nation, and to satisfy that, the government said that they will conduct an judicial probe into the circumstances that led to the eviction. It is not as if it's as if like a clash between two parties is happening, between the police and the people who were the residents who are residing over there. It is as if that is the image that is being given mainly to misguide. So I think that this should not be accepted by us. We should ask for a suo motu case against the high-handedness of the BJP government who gave the eviction order in the first place. And we should be even asking the Chief Minister of Assam, he should submit his resignation. This kind of a brutal kind and inhuman kind of activities that is being undertaken is not acceptable, and it is not a thing that a civilized society should have this kind of system wherein anarchy and will be prevailing in the society. Actually, the first responsibility of the government of Assam was that these people who were actually the victims of the annual floods of Brahmaputra, they should have been inhabited and given some alternative arrangement should have been made so that these people could be provided with a shelter. Instead of doing that, government's first failure was that it did not provide them that. But instead of that, during the time of pandemic, it has gone about and it has made these people to evacuate forcefully, and this is simply not acceptable, and it is only because of the BJP government that is there in the center as well as in the state is why the people are getting this kind of immunity, and they are carrying out this kind of an inhuman activity. I think it should be condemned in the most severest of words, and we should also be demanding that there should be compensation given to those who have been killed and those who have been injured by the police, and also an alternate land should be provided by the government so that these people who are no less, they are the citizens of the country, they should be accommodated somewhere. So that arrangement also, the responsibility should be taken by the government so that they can give them alternate arrangement so that they can be inhabited. And not just that, I think Chief Minister of Assam should submit his resignation. And also the erring officers, the police officers, because the police officers, the way they have gone about and shooting at a person who is barehanded, these kind of helpless people, firing them at point blank range is again not acceptable. So that these police officers also should be made accountable, and there should be some strict punishment given so that these kind of incidents are not repeated henceforth. And regarding these people, who are these Bengalis and why did they come and settle over there? This dates back to the time of the British. British, when they were ruling, when India was a colony of the British, and when they came over here, they saw that they wanted to put up some tea estates in Assam, and Assam was thinly populated and they couldn't get workers over there. So the neighboring state, Bengal, it was Bengal that time, United Bengal, both east and west. So Bengal, there were many people. So many of them were encouraged to migrate, and many of them migrated on their own. That was ages ago. After 200 years, we don't know who are our forefathers, where they have come from. Nobody can claim that this land belongs exactly to us at that time. So we are all living now together in India. We are the citizens of this country, and this is the strength of our country, is the pluralism, the diversity, which is our strength. And there should be that kind of a feeling wherein everybody are encouraged to live in harmony. Instead, the government and the police are doing this kind of high-handedness on the citizens is totally undesirable and to be condemned in the strongest of words.
What you are telling is 100% correct. One thing is compensation should be given to the victims. Another thing is the erring officials, the police officials who have used their high-handedness should be made accountable, and they should be punished properly. Then the Chief Minister of Assam, the Hemant Biswa Sharma, even after this incident, he is telling that the illegal encroachers will be evacuated. So that shows their adamancy and their agenda. So he should resign first. Then only there will be some what is that, calm will happen, peace will happen in that land. Another thing is, wherever there is even if there is a illegal encroachment, when you see that metro cities like Bangalore, Chennai or Mumbai and all, on the banks of canals and rivers, many people will settle down. People migrate from rural areas, they will come and settle in the river banks. They will put huts and they will stay there. But over a period of time, the government will provide them every facility. They will provide electricity, they will provide water connections, they will give water ID cards, they will give Aadhaar card, everything they will give. But after some time, they will say, we wanted to clean the city, we want to make them as like Singapore and all, they will evacuate them. So before evacuating them, there is a plan. They will provide them with, they will construct houses for them, and they will allot them the houses, and they will give them the house cards, and after that only they will evacuate. Everywhere it is happening. Even now it is happening, and the Supreme Court order is there that within 2 kilometers they should be provided with the alternative shelter. Otherwise they should not be shifted far away, because already some years together they have been settled there and they have been working for their livelihood. Now if they are settled far away, then they will lose their livelihood. That is another problem issue. So that is why there is a Supreme Court order. Now even in Mumbai, likewise some people have moved to the court, and the court has said that government was telling that we don't have space or shelter within 3 kilometers radius. Then the court said, then don't evict them, let them be there. So that was the condition of the system, that is the condition of the law. But here it is, everything is violated, and even the law is violated, the constitution is violated. Everything what they do is undemocratic. So such kind of things, autocratic things, they have been doing it simply for political gains. Just what they have said, what they have said in the manifesto, if they want to implement it, then it is not acceptable. And Welfare Party of India is registering its strong condemnation. Today our national president has gone there with a team to visit the victims, and also will meet the chief minister and other officials. And tomorrow there will be a press conference in Assam, and we will come to know the facts of that incident.